You have not seen my soul dancing yet. Bring a partner, then you see my soul dancing. I'm dancing alone. Okay guys, thank you very much for attending this workshop today. Let's give 5 minutes before many people join us. Let me share this with everybody else in the other group. Okay guys, good evening everybody. Today is the 20. Today is the 4th of July 2020. Today we are in the class of the food series explaining about sugar in blood and diabetic. Okay. Now I need you guys to understand the use of the word sugar, because it's the word everybody use easily, because it's not the sugar in the blood, it's glucose and many other things. Okay, so but we use the word sugar so everybody can understand it very simply. Okay, because in everybody's mind we say sugar means the sugar that you put in coffee and tea, and when you make cake and when you make biscuits you put sugar. That's not the sugar. Okay, that's the sugar going inside. But there are many different types of sugar that goes in the system and is break down to something else and something else, and all of this sugar, whatever you take, will end up in the blood. And the body is trying so hard to regulate the blood, very hard. You can have a spike in the sugar, can go down and go up, and so many things. Okay, and too sad that we cannot share a lot of videos today, simply because I spent so much of time preparing this, because I want to talk about everything that has to do with sugar, medical terms and non-medical terms, and also healing. And also we had about some testimonies we cannot share today because there's too many. We hope to finish by 11 o'clock today, or maybe earlier. Let's see how. Maybe tomorrow we will share the testimonials and lots of videos how to check with Prana Valley spleen arm test what you can eat and what you cannot eat. If you can eat, how much you can eat, depending on the condition of your thing. And after healing some part of the body, and the spleen test becomes better, amazingly. Okay, but that doesn't mean you can eat whatever you like. You're helping your organs in the body. So there are how many organs are involved, and how we can help these organs manage the sugar in the blood. Okay, so I hope everybody can join us today to understand more about this. Okay, so please, all of you, I want you guys to concentrate and don't simply put some questions and stupid questions like, oh, this is thing, my marriage and this and that, no child. Please concentrate on what is being taught. Please concentrate on what is being taught. That's the more important thing. Okay? So once that's important, it's fine. Is the camera okay? Looks like more thing on that side. Okay, much better. This much better. More on that side. Okay? So now it's the center. There's this little bit in here. Huh? So thank you very much again. Thank you for everybody else. Thank you to all the translators who are translating in Hindi and Tamil and Karnataka, and also translating in Portuguese and Spanish online. So I will try to do as slow as possible, because the sugar of blood in the issue is with every nation, every caste, every place. More so in some area compared to the other area. More so in some countries than other areas. Like Indonesia and India, they just use so much of sugar. So much. Unimaginable. So today, we'll open everybody's eyes and let them know that how much of sugar that you're putting into a system, and how it is damaging your whole body and every organs in your body. Eyesight, even your glucose, your cataract is part of the sugar. It's part of fructose, a lot. So in fact, no one tells you not to eat fruits. Oh, eat fruits, eat fruits. You're fasting, eat fruits. But they never lost any weight. Why? Why didn't you lose weight by eating sugar? So these are things that we're going to ask today. We're going to find out and we're going to know. Okay, so hopefully I'll answer many of the questions. And tomorrow we'll go to the part where we'll talk about how the sugar and everything else, and how to heal according to people's question, and you have a better idea. Okay, so thank you very much. Time now is 8:11. We're going to start early. We're not going to waste time. PVH Healing Food Series, Diabetic, Sugar in Blood. Right. Oh, it's off. Ow. do this as well. I don't want it to halfway the power going down. Let me put the power supply. Okay. Now it's working. Okay, right, good. The normal thing. Guys, thank you very much. So now number 2 is, my name is Siva.P. I'm a mechanical engineer, and many of you will be asking, why am I talking about sugar? Why is it man talking about sugar? It's a mechanical engineer. It's okay. It doesn't matter what you are. Are you prepared to learn? You know what? The best part of learning this now, right now, there's no exams. Just learn and use it. The internet has got so much thing, but the best part is, the other best part is, they talk about theory, but they have no healing tool. We have the healing tool. We know how to test it by split arm test and taking the one and checking whether what we need and what we don't need. We have this thing to find out. That's the best part. Okay, very good. Next, mission to find a simple solution for the poor, the emotional, and the mental. Next, become a healer for 10 years, teaching and healing, Prana healing, traveling the world to teach and heal poorest of the poorest. Next, to receive and give more teaching to more difficult health, emotional and mental issues to all. That's our mission. Okay? Next, do's and don'ts. Read fast now. I've been showing this every day. Take your time and read it when you want. Okay, good. Next, PVH no touch, no medicine, prana therapy. Anyone above 5 years old can learn. 5 years old can learn and heal themselves and heal others as well as do distant healing. Okay? Next, 3 healing. The body heals itself. Prana is required for the human body for its well-being. The presence of prana accelerates the healing of the physical body. Okay? Right. Next, our vision is to be enriched by family, the healthy and enjoy healthy life, the healing one. We believe all people are made in the image of God, can heal themselves easily. Everybody is made the same. But due to lifestyle, you change. You change because you, I must have this, I must have that, and you start doing all of this. See? Our mission is have the birthright of human. Prana while healing should be made available to everyone regardless of race and religion. Everybody can come and learn. Everybody can get the one. Everybody can use it. Okay? Right. Next. Healing one is for all. Every home should have a healing one. Next. Every woman needs a healing one. Every woman. Okay, they are the responsible part of the family. They are the one very concerned about what's going on with the family and all. So they should have, they can be a beautiful healer. They can heal anybody they want. Okay? They want. Everybody wants to be pain-free. Every animal needs to be pain-free. Every plant needs to be pain-free. That's our intention. This today's month is about plants. Okay? Next, what type of pain? Number 1 is physical pain, emotional pain, and mental pain. Right? Next, physical pain common to many: headache, tooth pain, period pain, gastric pain, ulcer pain. Some pain can be very, very difficult for people. Like this period pain can be very, very difficult. Sometimes headache can be for many, many, many years. I've seen people with 30 years, 45. The most amount of healing I met was 50 years old. One lady in Mexico, she had headache for 50 years. And we healed her. Right. Next, many types of painkillers. Yes, they work, but do they cure you? Do they just remove the pain? That's what they call painkillers. Okay. Next, non-physical pain, excessive sugar and blood, high fats and cholesterol, organs not working well, thyroid gland, heart, kidney, etc. Okay. Emotional pain, stress, frustration, depression, anxiety, and etc. All this cure for emotional pain. Many people take such medicine every day. Some have been taking for many, many years and continue not knowing the root cause. So we are here finding the root cause and helping as much as we can. Mental pain, lunatic, astral rate, both male and female, bipolar, diagnosed, all is diagnosed, but what's the problem? Now, schizophrenia, etc. Okay. Now, is there a real cure for mental? These mental hospitals are the only cure. Mental hospitals are the only cure. Okay, right. PVH wants to reduce this. PVH want you to find the root cause. You want to reduce this and find the root cause and find the solution. A simple, so it could be diet, it could be emotion, it could be mental, it could be dark energy, it could be anything. It is souls coming to you and disturbing you. Not knowing. PVH want to do all. They also want to reduce all of these things. Next, very important, PVH do not want you to become like this. End up taking pills and pills and pills. But if there's a solution, it's fine. When there's no solution, that's a sad part. You do all of these things, but there's no solution to the problem. Okay, that's what. Okay. Next, what stops the body from healing itself? Number one, cords. Today is a good thing. We can understand about cords. Some of today's workshop will be because of cords also. Okay. Right. Next, psychic attack. Yes, today's workshop can also be psychic attack, stopping you from getting healed. Next, wrong diet. Today is the class for wrong diet. Sugar. Sugar. Acidic foods, spicy, salty, etc. Much preserved. So today we're talking about sugar. Right. Next, bad habit like smoking, alcohol, tobacco, chewing, etc. Okay, yes. Bad habit. Chewing gum. Chewing gum is a habit. People put chewing gum and chew. But throw it somewhere. And that becomes a real nuisance of getting rid of it. If you go to most of the cinemas and theaters, you'll find chewing gum right at the seat. That's why Singapore has banned chewing gum. You can't take chewing gum into the country, they don't sell. It's a bad food. How come the thing can be so sweet? You can chew for half an hour. It's just sweet and sweet and sweet. Find out what is the sweet. What is the thing there? You say 0 calorie, no calorie. Yes, no calorie, but how come it's sweet, 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 sweet? What is it? This is a question we're going to ask today. Okay. Next, wrong emotion coming from inside and coming from outside of you. Something outside disturbing you can be a work, can be all these things can affect your digestion, can affect the sugar in your blood. Emotions. Next, failure of the immune system. Okay. Immune system, sometimes we call autoimmune system. It'll come and eat up your system. It eats up the cells that produces the insulin and the glycogen in your pancreas. Can also eat up your thing. This is one of the cause, autoimmune system. Your pancreas cells are all being eaten up. They cannot produce insulin or glycogen. Okay. Next, auto-suggestion. Or someone tell you there's no cure for this. If you have got diabetic, you got to take insulin for the rest of your life. There's no other choice. Take it. So you end up taking the insulin for the rest of your life. You don't even try anything. Don't even try. Because someone said there's no cure for this. There's no medical cure. Yes. But there could be some other cure. You do not know. Okay. Next. Bacteria, virus, fungus and yeast. These are things that will survive on your sugar in your blood. There's the food. Vagina itchiness, skin itchiness. Your anus is itching. Something itching so bad. Because the sugar is coming out and the fungus and the yeast and the bacteria are living on this thing. That's why when you got a small wound, it doesn't get well. It doesn't get well at all. Simply because the bacteria is on the outside. Your immune system cannot kill them. They're living on the sugar that comes out from the blood to give the cells. And they are there. So they grow eating. They're eating all the sugar that's coming out. They live on sugar. Like when you make beer. Beer is fermented with yeast because of the sugar. And the whole bottle of beer is full of carbon dioxide. Why? Because not a single bacteria, not a single yeast or fungus can survive inside a bottle of beer. It's full of carbon dioxide. Similar for fizzy drinks. But alcohol, no. Wine, no. There's no carbon dioxide. Why? Because the alcohol content of that food will not allow any bacteria or yeast to survive. You understand? 45% tequila or 38% tequila, 45% or 43% whiskey. Wine 12%. They don't put gas inside. No problem. Bacteria cannot live on alcohol. They die because you put alcohol to kill them. So they survive. So imagine you're putting alcohol inside. You're going to kill all the flora and all the good things in your body. Of course, if you want, you can drink the whole thing, and you can do not liver flash. You can do enema with alcohol. Kill all the bacteria in the large intestine. Put that for alcohol. Okay, all die. Yes. So too much bacteria can kill them. Alcohol kills bacteria, not viruses, but bacteria and yeast and fungus. They die. Okay. Right. Next, karmic condition. Yes, karmically, the liver, you're born as a child, your pancreas is not working. For something is not working. Okay, so pancreas is not working, so we call it juvenile diabetes. Could be karmic condition. Okay, right. Next, remember, your body wants to heal yourself. Remember this, all of you. That's a PVH motto. The body wants to heal itself. Next, is health really in your hands? In this class, your health is really in your hand, because when you put something in the mouth, you take the hands and put in the mouth. Your hands are the part that takes and put inside. This class, your health is really in your hands. Yes, it is. It has to be in your hands. It has to be in your hands. Next, it's simple. Just follow PVH simple guideline. You follow simple guideline, things will start to happen. Things will start to work. Things will become better. Okay, guys? Good. Next, you and your family can be healthier and stay healthy. You only understand our teaching today, what you are putting in your mouth, not knowingly. People tell all kind of things. Don't worry, it's natural sugar. It's natural. Eat how much of natural sugar as you want. You know, who the hell started this? Natural sugar, eat, no problem. You know, when I go to India, I give sugar. No, it's no sugar. 6 months. So what happened? You look the same. No, I don't need sugar. Hey, what are you eating? Jaggery. I said, what's the difference? What's the difference, my friend? So when I go to India, I got to be very careful what I say. Sugar means the one that you buy in white and you put on the coffee. That's what they think sugar is. They don't know that jaggery and the brown sugar, the molasses is all part of the sugar family. A mango is sugar. Only if you understand what's inside the mango when you eat them. You know, a rambutan or anything. It's all sugar. Okay? Dates. Super duper sugar. Super duper. Everybody buy grapes. Dates are good. You know, the moment you put them on, it's so sweet. Watermelon is sugar, but dates are the king of sugar. The glycemic value is the highest among all the fruits is dates. So imagine you put dates, you put 5 dates. What are you putting inside? So much of sugar, and immediately the sugar will spike up. You know why? It's fructose and it's glucose. It spikes immediately. Within half an hour, it spikes. Okay, good. Understand, huh? So please think before you start taking your dates and say it's good and all kinds of. Please be careful. Okay. Our body needs food to sustain our body. Number 1, carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamins, and minerals and fiber. We need the fiber. Okay. Next, our food our body do not need. It doesn't need sour, acidic, salty, bitter, spicy, fermented food. And also too much of sugar. You know why I put sugar? Because sugar comes in many forms. I didn't put that. So your body do not need this, but it needs a carbohydrate. It needs. I can't use the word here. It doesn't need sour food. It doesn't need acidic food, salty food. No, it doesn't need. Okay, it doesn't need a bitter food, spicy food. It doesn't need. And fermented food is not because something has already eaten your food before you eat. The yeast have eaten it, or they have all eaten everything, and they've taken a good part. You're taking all the lousy part. They've converted them into alcohol or something like that. You're taking the lousy part. That's why don't try to take too much of fermented food. It's not good. The body doesn't like fermented food. It's something that's eaten them. The yeast have eaten everything. They are happy. The bacteria have eaten. Oh, I'm eating all this good food. It's good fermented food. You understand why you want to do that? Now, sugar in blood. Sugar in blood. Nice, huh? Nice word, isn't it? We will use this word, sugar, reference to glucose, fructose, galactose, and maltose in the blood. Okay, my friend? Glucose is coming from starch and everything else. Fructose coming from fruits. Okay? Galactose coming from milk. Maltose coming from fermented food. Beer, even if you take a bread and you put yeast and ferment it, it becomes maltose. It becomes glucose and maltose. Okay, that's why I use the word sugar. So the word sugar is for all of these things. Please understand. Huh? So when doctors say you got a lot of sugar in the blood, they mean there's too much of glucose, because the meter they use to measure, it measures glucose. It doesn't measure fructose, it doesn't measure galactose, it doesn't measure maltose, it just measures glucose. It's a glucose meter. Index, glucose level, 5.6, 13 or 120 or 80 milligrams per milliliter, something like that, you know. So don't get panicked. So sugar means, we mean all of it. This one thing you must understand. Okay. Sugar means it's not a real sugar flying. Huh? Everyone has sugar better than the other names of simple carbohydrate. I can say, oh, too much glucose. They say, what is glucose? Fructose. So we don't use the word glucose for all of these things. Huh? Understand? Now, this is the sugar. This is refined sugar coming from sugar cane. It's not refined. It's called jaggery. It's called raw sugar. It's called, then other person called brown sugar. They got different name. This is refined sugar. Chemical, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. 3 things in big amount. Okay. I hope everyone, 6 carbon, huh? Okay. 6 oxygen, 6 hydrogen and 6, a bit more. Okay. Please understand, this is what we mean by sugar. And this is the main cause of diabetes in today's culture. Young people take too much of this. Too much. So we understand the whole thing today. Then you know what this has. It's called sucrose. Okay, this sugar is called sucrose. 50% glucose, 50% fructose. The fructose goes to the body, becomes uric acid, becomes glucose and becomes fatty acids. Answer, my friend? The fructose. You don't need the fructose. You need the glucose. When you eat bread, you're going to get glucose only, not fructose. Fructose comes from fruits, from honey. Honey is from flowers, from the plant. Okay? So, maple syrup is coming from a tree. You got sucrose. So, you must understand, sucrose is from the plant. Okay? Whether it's got a nectar from the flowers or from the fruits, a mango plant or banana tree, it's all the same thing. You got all of these things. Okay, my friend? So sugar is sucrose, 50% glucose, 50% fructose. Okay? I hope you guys understand what I'm telling you guys. Okay? Right? Good. Next, how are these connected? Are they connected to diabetes? How are they connected to diabetes? Yes, it is connected very much, because people are overusing this, eating too much in different forms. It's coming into the human body in many, many different forms, and you don't even know. You don't even know this. So without this, there's no industry. You won't like the fruit. They take the tomato juice and they add sugar. All the tomato juice you have inside is full of sugar. You know how they do the sugar? You know how in the tomato juice factory, how they do it? They got 5 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 guys with all clothes. So now they have this sample of tomato juice taken from tomato and put all kind of things in. Now it's time to add the sugar. They add so much of sugar. Okay? They mix it. And they put a small cups and put on the 5 guys. It's going to open and drink it. And if they don't put out mints, that means he's happy. There's enough sugar. If it's bad, he'll put in front. Okay? So like that, if out of the 5 guys, 4 guys is okay, that will be the sugar content of that mixture for the whole batch. So the whole batch will be made on that formula of having so much of refined sugar in that tomato juice. You may not feel it. See, when you take normal tomato and make juice, it can be a little bit sour. So they add the sugar to it, like lemonade. You take lemonade and you drink, it's so acidic. And they add sugar. Drink. No. Some more sugar, please. And then, okay, nice. So what did you do? You cheated your tongue. The tongue said it's acid. So now you put more sugar. The same liquid goes into your tongue, and the part that the sugar overrides the acid. It overrides. And then it allows it to go inside. Now if you minus the sugar, it will not go inside unless you're stupid enough to put it inside. You're stupid enough to put it inside. Oh no, I will drink. I can drink. You're stupid. That's all. Okay. So now the tongue says first point of rejection. Tongue. They said you must drink lemon with honey. Put the honey. What are you putting? You're putting acidic, 50% glucose, 50% fructose. No, sorry. 30% glucose, 40% fructose. The remaining something else. You're putting inside. Simple carbohydrate. The moment it goes to the stomach, it's going to absorb immediately. It's going to absorb the fructose. It's going to absorb your thing immediately because it starts from the mouth. So now your sugar is going to spike up because you put honey. Your body has to manage it. Why they put honey? Because you want to allow the lemon to go inside. The lemon juice to go in. That's all. Otherwise, when you go to a normal place, I want lemonade, please, sir. And they put sugar for you. So this is what you're doing. You're putting all of this thing into your system. Anything is so super good. Honey is super good. Honey is super good. That's what you think. Huh? Let's go for the class and you understand better from what I'm talking about. Okay? Now, this is sugar in blood. But not this form. Huh? Not this form. Okay? In the form of glucose, in the form of maltose, in the form of galactose, in the form of fructose. 4 kinds. Glucose, fructose, galactose, and maltose. Sorry, no, maltose. Yes, maltose. This is the guys going inside. 4 types. That's all. Not the sugar. The sugar has to be broken down and all. Even whether you eat a carbohydrate, whether you eat a bun, you eat a muffin, you eat a cake, whether whatever cake, butter cake or whatever cake you eat, all that has to be broken down to this simple form, whatever they have in their form, and it's going to go in the blood. And now this goes up, the body says, hey, there's too much of sugar. What do we do now? Pancreas, come on, give us the insulin. Convert them back. It's too much. The cells don't need so much. You've taken so much. They say, okay, fine. Then bring it down. 1 minute, please. 1 minute. See, simple thing like this. Somebody gave me this and I'm still keeping it in my house. It's been more than a year. I don't know what to do. It's lychee in syrup. Sugar syrup. Sugar. Lychee is a fruit. But actually in real fact, this is a sea coconut in syrup. Okay? Now they may not tell you what is that. They won't tell you what's inside. But it's all full of sugar. Now this actual, the fruit, the lychee fruit may not be so sweet in real life. So they put inside and they put all the sugar syrup and keep it for you and make it look sweet. Now what if you start putting inside? Where is all the sugar going to go into? They're going to go right into your blood. The form of glucose and fructose. That's what they have. Glucose and fructose. Milk, you're going to have glucose and galactose. You eat bread, you're going to have glucose and maltose, depending on the fermentation process, how much fermented it is. If you go to San Francisco, they've got what you call sourdough. They put some kind of yeast and becomes sour. So it's got more maltose there and slowly getting into alcohol level. Some alcohol are starting to happen there. Not too much, but something alcohol. So like that, you have some little bit of things, so you feel very sour in the brain. There's fermentation. So please understand, this sugar in your blood is glucose, maltose, fructose, and galactose from milk. Okay, guys? Understand? You must understand this, huh? Then you start thinking before you start putting something in the mouth. You just cannot put everything in the mouth. Okay, right, good. Understand? Good. How much should it be there? How much should be there? How much? Huh? All of this? All of this? Or half of this? You go to one of the bars, they say, I want a lychee drink. They'll put 2 fruits, put some syrup, and add more sugar to it, and put ice and give it to you. They put more sugar because they want to feel nice. Oh, I had a lychee juice, it's so fantastic. I used to ask people, why you drink all of this thing? Spend the money and buy the lychee, but you still get but not the added sugar. Super duper added. I know how much they have here. So I'm not sure whether it's all correct or not. Okay, right. Okay, so very hard. How much of this should be in your blood system? Because your cells need them. Only your cells need them. Nothing else. Not your liver, not your kidney. Your kidney cell. That's why there's too much. They got to get rid of it. They come in the urine and become fat. They all become fat. That's why you put on fat, because you're eating too much of carbohydrate and too much of sugar. Okay? Right. Now, is there too much of this or too little? How is that too much or too little? Who manages this? Who manages the level of blood sugar in the blood? Some other guys are managing it. When you put too much, the blood, they're shouting at you. Hey, shut up! Why you put so much? Something is shouting at you. Why you put so much? Why? But you don't bother. You just keep on eating. You know. Early in the morning in India, I'll tell you something. Sugar is mainly from carbohydrates. Okay. Sugar mainly from plants and animals. So remember, when you eat animal, you're also getting sugar. Because it's like my body, okay? I'm eating the muscles. This muscle got sugar as a storage. They don't taste sweet, but it's there. When you eat the liver, you got glycogen and all of these things inside of the animal. The animal needs the sugar like how we need sugar for the body to work. Animal sugar, plants have got lots and lots of sugar. The mango is super. Everybody, I think everybody loves mango. Not everybody loves durian, but everybody loves mango. So imagine how much of sugar will be in the mango. You can eat one mango and mango. Actually, after your dinner, they bring mangoes. Wow, all cut nicely. You could put all the mango. If my friend, you eat the mango, within half an hour, your sugar zzz. Your rice and your spaghetti or chapati will take 1 hour and a half to become sugar. But milk and mango, immediately, zoom, it shoots up. Immediately. In less than half an hour, it shoots up. Tomorrow I'll show you a video of my blood test, what happened to my sugar when I add just fruits. It took me 5 hours to come back to normal. 5 hours to... You can say whatever you are. Your pain is old. You can say whatever you want. Of course, I'm not a young man. I should try on a young man to see what happens also. Okay, but it spiked up immediately. In fact, I want to try on some young people also, but I don't have people to do this test. I need a healthy guy and come and see how the blood, because out there people are cheating everybody. Eat fruit, don't problem. Eat fruit, eat all the fruits you want. It's natural sugar. It's natural. I don't know where they get all this ideas natural. Okay, right. Also comes from animal. The carbohydrates are stored from a glucagon. They step in the body as glucagon. Okay? Next, stored in the tissues. Where the sugar come from? Number one, from the food that we consume. The food that we eat, whether we eat meat or whatever, the sugar still goes there. Of course, the protein and fat, plus the sugar of the animal's body. Right. Next, depend on the condition of the body, situation and thing. Depend on the condition of the body and situation and the condition. Number one, it can be from carbohydrate. It can be from fats and oils. So it depends on the condition. Okay, sometimes you have no more carbohydrate. It starts taking the fat and converting back into sugar. Sugar means glucose for the body to function. Sometimes there's no enough fat. It takes the protein. That's why you become thinner and thinner and thinner. You start taking everything. Something not right. So you may have got type 1 glucose or type 2 or whatever is happening. Something's happening. You're losing weight. All the fats are gone. Usually can be type 2. Insulin is not working. So the body says, I need some more. It starts taking, it's got a false answer. It's got false information that there's no sugar in the body. My cell needs. And it starts getting things from every part of your body. You lose weight. You don't know why you're losing weight. The body's taking away all the protein and all the fat. That's why you lose weight. Okay? So it can be depending on the condition of the body, situation and condition. It can be from carbohydrate, it can be from fats and oils. Just like one guy, I should put some pictures here. No time, my friend, to look for pictures. There's one boy who was a Jain boy. He died 45 days or something. He was fasting. So the body started taking everything from all part. Hey, where's the food? No food. Okay. Hey, where's the water? No water. Become toxic now. Ammonia builds up in the liver. Ammonia builds up in the urine system. There's no water because I need water now. I need water to run the plant. And everything goes down. And you know how to recover from this? It's not easy to recover from all of these things. You starve your cells. You starve your kidney cells. You starve everything. And then you say you want to come up again. It's not going to be easy to revive the whole thing. So all this long-term fasting, you can say whatever you want. You can say, God is great. No, God. But the boy died. The boy died. And they call me, sir, please elevate his soul. Why are you doing this for? Why should a young boy, and what is going to happen to the soul? To tell you frankly, your Mahavir is reborn again. Where Mahavir is going to help you again? He's reborn. How is he going to help you? Now, it can also be from the protein. It can come from the fats and oil in your body. It can come from the protein, depending on the condition that your body is going through. Okay? Now, this is where the sugar comes from. Sugar in the form of glucose. Okay, guys? Like, form of carbohydrate, complex carbohydrate, and simple carbohydrate. We talk about this in the carbohydrate class. So I'm just refreshing so everybody understands. It's very important to know this now. Simple and complex carbohydrate. Okay? Different of these two carbohydrates. Number one chemical structure. Number one. Number two, how quickly it can be digested and absorbed by our digestive system. Simple one will get digested within 10 minutes. The complex one will take long time. So it depends on the chemical structure and how quickly it can digest it and absorb into our digestive system. Okay? Next, complex carbohydrate. There are more than 3 sugar molecules. Join together. Okay? Now, polysaccharide chain of sugar molecules. First is simple is 3 and much more than 3. They got oleosaccharide and all kinds of that. Just put polysaccharides. Okay? 3 to 9 is oleosaccharides, and then after it's polysaccharides. So I just use those saccharides. Okay? Right. Such carbohydrate, starch. It's a beautiful example of sugar. Starch. Okay? Glucagon. That's in our body system. Okay? Right. Next, cellulose. Human cannot digest the cellulose. Human body is not made. That's why you must eat fiber. It will not increase the sugar level. It will go and come out in your poo-poo. That's it. So eat more fiber. Less sugar. Okay? So that make you feel hungry. Eat fiber. Fiber can come in many forms. Okay? We can talk about fiber tomorrow, not today. Okay? Now, type of simple carbohydrate. Glucose, fructose, galactose, and sucrose. Next, maltose. So the thing coming from simple carbohydrate. Glucose, fructose, galactose, sucrose, maltose. Okay? And lactose. These are all different names you give the simple carbohydrates that are found in animals. And lactose from animal, maltose from animal, sucrose, fructose, glucose can also come from plants. Fructose only plant, galactose from milk, maltose also from milk, and after fermentation they become maltose. Okay? Right. These are the different types of simple carbohydrate. Okay? Monosaccharides and disaccharides. Sucrose, glucose, and maltose. That means they've got a link. They will link something else. These guys are on their own. So the more you take this guy on their own, the sugar will spike up. This one had it broken down and become. But the starch takes longer time to break down. Much more longer. Okay? Right. Where are the simple carbohydrates found? Number one, part of starchy food. Next, fruits, milk, seeds, legumes, nectar or honey. Next, from honey, nectar means from the plant. Next, from the honey. Okay? Right, etc. So this is the way you get simple carbohydrate. Simple is part of the whole thing. The whole structure becomes part. Okay? Right. Next, sugar, monosaccharides, disaccharides, oligosaccharides, 3 to 9, polysaccharides, 10 or more. So the different structures. It all depends on how the OH is organized. Okay? How the OH. 6 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now sometimes in the industry, they'll remove this and put something inside. That's when you get your sweetness. Your sweetness, already sweetness, they remove some of the OH and put something else. And when they do that, the sugar becomes 30 to 200% more sweeter. That means in industry, I'm making a drink. I got to put 15 kilos of sugar and I got to mix it to give you the taste. Now with the sweetener, I just put 1 kilo. That's it. Boom. And calorie is 0 calorie. 0 calorie, but it's sweet. It's 0 calorie. It goes inside, it doesn't work. Because you know why? It's a different kind of sugar. It's a chemical sugar. Now, who's going to trouble? Who's going to suffer? It's your kidneys and your liver. They get absorbed. They go to the kidney say, what is this? What is this? I don't know. Throw them away. And they got more work to do. Or some of them will just stay in your liver and the whole body becomes toxic. We'll come to that. Okay, so this one, monosaccharide is glucose, fructose, maltose. Disaccharide is actually galactose, sucrose. Okay? This one is something else, something more. This is all starch and your potatoes, your rice, your wheat, and your tapioca, and everything. These guys, huh? Okay. Going first, huh? This is the one, sugar, glucose, fructose, galactose, sucrose, lactose, maltose. Disaccharide, this one. Now this one will have to break into this. But remember, they are double. So if I take 1 kg of sucrose and 1 kg of glucose, this is going to be double. They're going to break up and become 2. Just an understanding, huh? Next, this sugar you need to get into our blood. Every cell need to make energy. Cells need to make energy for other cells. Like the brain cell, they must make energy. Sometimes others must make the cell to supply to the brain, supply to the kidney, supply to the muscle. They all working like a big team, like a big factory. For the eyes, for the ears, for the nose, they make an energy called ATP. Don't have to know about that. Okay? It's an energy cell. They take this one, they do something and gives up ATP. They need ATP themselves, and the extra ATP flows in the blood, and other cells will pick them up and do well. Okay, guys, understand? Some cells can make ATP, some cells cannot make ATP. They have to get ATP from other cells. It's like a big factory that makes all the spare parts. And this guy will get put in the blood. So I need 1 ATP to get this glucose, to break it down again, and I make 3 ATPs. Now 2 ATP will go. 1 they use it for themselves. So that's how they make the energy called ATP. Don't worry about that. How sugar gets into the blood? Number 1, food we consume is simple and carbohydrate. That just starts in the mouth, proceed to the stomach, duodenum, small intestine and large intestine. Next, the sugar, which can be in simple form or complex form, are broken down into simple form by the digestive system. Okay? Only then they get absorbed into the blood. The sugar then go to the liver and to all other cells in the body. You need sugar. You need glucose, not fructose. Glucose is fine. You don't need galactose. You don't need. They'll become glucose. It is not enough. So glucose is the basic energy for each and every cell. Not fructose, not galactose, not maltose. Remember this, huh? Glucose. So eat food that has got glucose only, you'll be healthier. Okay. Now, intestine, as you all know, all these things works together from the mouth, it goes down to the stomach and everything works. Huh? Example, okay? The sugar in the blood are in the simple form, monosaccharides or disaccharides, okay? Now, all of these things are naturally giving you what you need. Some are monosaccharide, some are disaccharide, but there's no carbohydrate, there's no rice here, things like that. It's all simple carbohydrate, okay? Right. Monosaccharide, sugar. Number 1, glucose is the chain you have. Okay, now this is the one that your cell needs. Your cell needs glucose. This is a chemical formula. It's the main source of calories. Can cross from the blood and the brain barrier and nourish the brain. So this flow will go. The brain cells cannot make this thing. They now use them. So they will go to every part of the body, the muscles and things. And they're always in the blood. Always in the blood. When you're sleeping or doing exercise, when you do exercise, more will come. You need the energy. Let's say I'm going to dance now. A lot of glucose have to come out from all the storage and give me the energy for all my muscle cells to dance or do whatever I want. They have to be there. They have to come. Okay? Right. Fructose is commonly found in honey, fruits, and root vegetables. Root, like carrots and things like that. You know? They come from that. So that is the fructose. Okay? Next, galactose, milk. It's coming from the milk. Galactose. Milk has galactose and glucose, 50-50. Okay, right. Next, diacetyl sugar are actually coming from lactose, which is milk, which is combined with milk and glucose. You see, you must look carefully how this OH all balance, how they're balanced. See, this O and O joined together. Now you've got to break it, and then they become separate. Maltose will stay back and then stay in the stomach, and when they need it, they will convert maltose into glucose again. So ultimately, what goes to each and every cell is glucose. Okay. Next, found in milk in mammals. Example, cow and breast milk. Okay, mother's breast milk, and also from the cow and goat and camel and goat and whatever, they all mammals who give milk, it comes from this maltose and glucose joined together. Okay, right. Next come all of these things. All the milk. Right? Next comes the sucrose, glucose and fructose, found in fruits and vegetables, sugarcane and beet sugar. Even when you eat beet sugar, beetroot, the purple color one, it's all still fructose coming from that. Sugar comes from that. So you must be very, very careful what you choose and eat a lot. It's very nice to eat that, but then you're putting in so much of fructose. This fructose is the one that eventually becomes fat, uric acid, triglycerides. That's all. And also glucose. Okay, so you've got a big process going on. Okay, now this all that we see are all fructose. The worst part is when you go to some shops, they say, I want a watermelon juice. You get watermelon juice, and they add sugar some more. They're adding more sucrose, which also came from the plant. Because you must like it new. You go to any of the fruit shop and tell them, I don't want to put sugar, just bring it empty. You may not be able to drink it. It will be so dilute. It will be so dilute, and you will probably have not any sweet or maybe even sour. Sometimes you rather spend the money, buy the fruit and eat. It's much more healthier because it's not going to have sugar. Because they'll add water inside. They'll have water inside. They'll have water into it. Okay? Right. Next, this is the sugar that we get from cane. It's called sucrose. Okay? Now comes your maltose. Okay? Maltose is glucose joined together. Glucose. Oh, I think I made a mistake. Sorry, guys. In my trouble of sorry, this is not maltose, it's galactose. I'm sorry. It's galactose. I made a mistake. This is galactose, this is glucose. Galactose and glucose joined together is still 6 carbon, but it's just the OH, how the OH is. See how the OH all blank. That's all. The OH, 6 carbon, how the OH, where the OH out of the 16, one OH will be there, one will be here, one will be empty. That's all. That's how the differential. Okay. I'm very sorry. It's called galactose. Okay. Now maltose is coming from beer, fermentation process. So when you put yeast into your bread and you keep it there for 2-3 hours and you bake them, it becomes fermentation. The yeast fermented and carbon dioxide is released. That's when it becomes big. It's a gas. It's carbon dioxide released from the reaction of yeast with the sugar, with the maltose, and it becomes like a big thing. That's fermentation. Okay. No doubt starch is a multi-chain. They will make it into maltose. Okay, so you're found in molasses, in sugar, and also from your beer. Okay, right. So this is why you get all your maltose. And they put a lot of carbon dioxide because no bacteria can go inside. And some are very dark, some are light dark. And they also say it's very good. You must drink beer. Very good. So finally, this is how they are. Okay, maltose, lactose, and sucrose. All are disaccharide, meaning 2 joined together. Okay, molasses, 2 glucose. So imagine when you drink beer, how much of sugar you're putting inside, and you go and have dinner after that. So much of rice, and you just had so much of beer. Can you imagine how your body is managing all of these things? It's not easy, my friend. People don't realize that. People don't know. You drink beer and sleep. That's it. No problem. One bottle of beer. I'm happy. I had my meal. It's liquid food. Okay? Comes milk. Same thing. Milk is also glucose. Then comes fructose. You drink milk. That's it. Don't have something else to eat. That's it. That's my dinner. Wait 14 hours and everything will get dissolved. All excess will become fat. But you don't need so much of milk. You don't need so much of glucose. Okay? Comes your sucrose, table sugar. 50% fructose and 50% glucose. Okay, guys? Understand? This is galactose and this is galactose. Galactose, sorry. Right. Comes honey. Honey, this is the configuration of honey. 50% fructose, 45% glucose, 4% galactose, and 2% maltose. See how honey is all about? So imagine you put so much honey. What are you taking? You put bread, you put honey and eat. What are you doing, my friend, to yourself? It's concentrated carbohydrate. Concentrated. All are disaccharide. In less than half an hour, they go in the body, they will become sugar, get in the system and spike the sugar out. And your liver will have to start working. It's coming. Liver have to work and pancreas have to work and everybody will start to work. To reduce the level of sugar in your body. So please be careful what I'm talking about. Understand, my friend? The honey is for the bees and the hummingbirds. They fly, and the butterfly, they fly like zzz. We don't do any of this work. We don't do any one even 100th or 1,000th of what the work of the honey and all the hummingbirds and the butterflies. They fly so far. They're flying. We are flying with a motorbike or in a car at 120 kilometers or 150 kilometers we're driving. But they drive like that. For the same side, the speed they fly, the hummingbird is even more faster than that. So remember, so this is where the honey is. So remember, you're going to get 50% fructose and 44% glucose. Right. Maple syrup, fructose, glucose, and sucrose. Okay. Sucrose is all. Fructose a little bit, but sucrose joined together is 96% of fructose. 96%. So please, next time when you go to a shop, they put maple syrup on your waffle with butter. Think, my friend, what are you putting? 96% sucrose. And of course, they're separate. On their own, they're fine. But together, they're joined together. And then these are all maple syrup, very famous in Canada. And you pour all the waffle and start eating. When you go to America, continental breakfast where it's free of charge hotel, they got maple, you make your own maple and they put honey and you put, no. What are you putting inside us? Start thinking. Okay? Now, sugar from sugar cane. Okay. Whatever name you can call it. You can call it whatever name you want. You can call it jaggery. You call it white sugar, table sugar, raw sugar, whatever you got. Okay. 50% glucose, 50% fructose. That's it. Nothing else. 50% glucose, 50% fructose. What they call jaggery, whatever you want to call. You can say whatever name you want, my friend. And say it's organic, it's natural. This is not natural. But it started off natural from the sugar cane. And then he went to the factory and become unnatural. But these guys didn't go to the factory, or they came halfway of the process of becoming white. They still have to go and remove all the water and make it hard. That's why they are brown in color. Because of all the ingredients, and sometimes they burn a little bit. Okay? Right. Next, starch. Starch is where you get all these things from your rice, from your cereal. They take about 2 hours to become glucose. These guys will only give you glucose, but not this guy. This guy is fermented with yeast. You give some maltose. Otherwise, it's just starch. Cereals and pasta and beans and potatoes, they only give you glucose. Okay, guys? Only glucose. Lots and lots of them. Depends how much you eat. That's the most important thing. Even today I went for lunch. This guy is packing so much of rice. Whoa. Old man. He's not young. He's maybe about 65 or something. Put so much rice and vegetable and potato. I look at these guys. How is your liver and all going to struggle, my friend? He must be a vegetarian. Not even taking any meat. So much of rice. What is going to happen? What is going to happen to him? How to teach people how to realize all of these things, my friend. Right, next. 100% glucose. It's good. Eat little bit. That's it. I think you better eat this guy than eat fruits. Because fruit's going to have 50% glucose and 50% fructose. And the fructose is the one going to become uric acid and everything else going to become triglycerides and everything. You don't eat too much of, that's all come down. In fact, sometime back, I had got high triglyceride. But no one tell me stop eating fruits. No one tell me. Nobody tell me. Oh, stop your oil. Stop your fat. I stopped fat. Stop fat. But still it was very high. Not super duper high, but it was like above the borderline. Now I realize all of these things, I did realize some time back. So now I stopped eating so much of fruits now. Just enough. Guava is fine. Guava has got no much of sugar compared to carbohydrate compared to mango. Mangoes are super duper. Even grapes. I go to India, I buy grapes and bring back home. You know raisins? You know raisins? How sweet they are. Raisins are actually grape that have been dried. We call it sun-dried or dry in a process. So when all the water evaporates, that raisin is super duper sweet. And that's the sugar that is fermented and becomes alcohol. Okay guys, I hope you all understand what I'm talking about. Really guys, I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. Right. What happened to the carbohydrate that we consume? What happened to them as they enter into our body? Number one, let's see. First, the honey, simple sugar, potato starch, monosaccharide, immediate energy. Remember this. Immediate, that's for storage. Some go for storage, some go for thing. How they enter? Complex sugar and simple sugar. Okay? All cells need this energy. Every cell needs this energy. Especially at night when you're resting, the brain is working. The brain is rejuvenating. It needs the energy. So it has to go. Where does it go from? You've not eaten. The liver will start to give out all these things. Sometimes early morning, your sugar may be very high because the sugar has come out from your liver for the whole process. Okay, so don't get alarmed. Wow, it's so high. I didn't eat anything last night, but still high. The sugar is throwing them out for the whole work. Maybe your body needs more energy to do its work. Okay, right. Now stored in the muscles and cell. This storage goes to the liver and all the muscle cell. So when you eat an animal of the muscle cell, you're also eating stored liver, glycogen. You're eating glycogen and that becomes in the body and becomes glucose. So you're also increasing your sugar level by eating rice with all of these things. Okay, don't forget that. Next, carbohydrate. See the carbon? See how the carbons are done? Okay. Simple sugar, you can put them in miso soup, you can put them in the bread. Sometimes they put sugar so they can start fermenting faster. Some bread they put sugar inside. So they put the yeast and with the sugar, they start fermenting faster. More carbohydrates. Rather than putting just wheat, it might take them 7 hours to become big. And when you add sugar inside, it becomes faster. In less than 2 hours, it becomes fast. All they need is faster and I need to make my business. That's all. So they add sugar for fermentation to aid in the fermentation of the yeast on bread and anything like that. Okay? Like that. Then become the jam. Jam is gone. Then you got all the fizzy drinks. Okay? The complex carbohydrate is not used for this. Right? So it's all called processed food. Processed food. Okay? Right. Next, broken enzymes. So the carbohydrate, now enzymes are broken down to smaller parts. So the enzymes are very important in our body for digestion. So the enzymes don't work, your body will not get. So take the one and find out and check if the enzymes are working. For enzymes to work, you need a proper body environment, which means the body temperature must be 38.6 or 36 point something. And also you need to have a pH of 7.3, 7.5, 7.3, 7.4. So that pH all must be there in order for the cells to produce the enzyme for it to work. So if your body is not healthy, if your body is not acidic, how can they produce the enzyme? So these enzymes are very good for digestion. Now, that digestion is not working. It can also be because enzymes are not doing its work. So enzymes are very important. They start from the mouth, and then the stomach, then the duodenum, coming from the pancreas, coming from the liver, coming from many things, coming from the small intestine, from each and every lumen for further digestion. And it comes to the liver. Liver is another big guy that gives you so much of enzymes. Understand, my friends? So now bread, starch, saccharides are joined together. Big chains come, starch is formed in the digestive system. Then they become glucose, maltose, because of fermentation. Bread is made with yeast for fermentation, so you got maltose now. So all these things will come. And this guy cannot go for the cell. The cell doesn't want, I don't want maltose, I only want glucose. So the maltose will stay back in the liver and form another form. And when it's required, they become glucose. So now, make a bread without yeast. Then you have no maltose, you just have glucose. So all the bread I made, remember all the bread I made, I just put baking powder. That's it. See, when you make cake, they put baking powder. When you want to make bread, they put yeast. Yeast is eating part of your food. So next time, make the bread only with baking powder. That's what I did there a few times. I still have in the fridge. I'm just going to steam them and eat today. That's all. Understand, guys, how it works? So yeast will ferment the starch and make glucose and maltose. Okay? Right. Next, into the blood. And once they're all finished, they go into the blood system. Like this. So now from here, all of these things are still broken down. See, the amylase in the mouth breaks them down to glucose molecules. Okay? And then this one breaks them down to smaller molecules of lactase. Then the sucrase comes inside and breaks them up into fructose and glucose. The maltase comes inside, break these guys from here into glucose. So remember, so you need all of these enzymes to work. So your body, so if you tell people, I don't have good digestion, I'm losing weight, because they're not working. These enzymes are not working. So enzymes are super duper important. See, lactase, sucrase, maltase, starch, milk, sugar in the form of cane sugar or beet sugar, or whatever you want to call it, jaggery or whatever you want to call it. Then your beer or bread, which is fermented. Okay. Next comes the bread, also the bread. Next comes your glucose and maltose. Then come glucose and fructose, glucose and glucose. This is what happens to your whole system. It's a chain actually. It's not glucose. It's a double chain of glucose. Okay. And this one will come inside and meet the maltase and break them down further again. All this will happen in the small intestine. This happens in the mouth and the duodenum. You got pancreatic amylase and the saliva amylase. For the starch, break it down, and all these things have to work so much. Remember, all these enzymes, they need to work. Now they all been separated. They are now in your small intestine. Okay, now this very rich system. You've got the enzymes, you've got the glucose, you've got the maltose, you've got the fructose. Okay, and everything will now pass from here into your bloodstream. Remember, this lumen has got a blood vessels going in each and every one of them. In our class on the small intestine, each one has got a small thing going inside, and they're absorbing all the epithelial cells are the one bringing them inside. They're going to be small. They're not only taking your glucose or sugar molecule, they're also taking your lipids and taking all your amino acids and the fatty acids. They've got to work, and everything pushed into the bloodstream. And from the bloodstream, they go straight to the liver. Now, this is the work of the pancreas. Okay? Now, pancreas must find, oh, now once all this going inside here, oh, there's not too much of sugar. Hey, insulin, come. Come now. Come now. Reduce them or increase them, whatever it is. The pancreas now work. Because pancreas got two kind of enzymes. Okay? Now, this is an example. Okay? It makes the glucagon and also the insulin. Two kind of cells, beta cells and the alpha cell. We talked about this the last class, but I didn't mention which one makes which. The beta cells are the one making the insulin, and the alpha cells are the one making glucagon. Glucagon. Very confusing name. Don't worry about it. You're not interested. Okay? Make two enzymes. One when the sugar is high. One when the sugar is low. High is insulin. Low is glucagon. You can say the type A, type B. beta, and alpha. B makes insulin, A makes glucagon to reduce the sugar. That's how it works. This is the pancreas. Now, this is what we call an endocrine gland. These are hormones, not an enzyme. These hormones go into the blood. Remember the exocrine gland and the endocrine gland. This also makes a pancreatic amylase and lipase. They push them into the duodenum. So it's pushing the thing in the duodenum and also giving to the blood. So you got two functions. Endocrine function and exocrine function. Remember this, my friend? This is going into the intestine to break down the sugar some more and break down the lipids. And this guy is sending the sugar to control. So this guy is super duper important. Okay? Right. Now these are the cells. This is a good cell. It's a bad cell. Now these are all dying now. Damaged beta cell. Either they're working too much, or you have overused them, or you've got some autoimmune system that is not allowing to work. It's killing the whole thing. Autoimmune system. Your immune system is eating them out. Okay? Like that. I hope you guys understand what we're talking about so far. Any issues? Too much? Too much to understand? Guys, is it too much to understand? Too much of knowledge today? Simple lah. Remember, we are not sitting for an exam. You are very fast, sir. I'm too fast. Hello. I got still another 150 slides. No, it's simple, guys. I will put it in the video and you can go back and check again one more time. Huh? It's very simple. Okay, guys? So it's all, this is inside the pancreas. These guys are the one producing the amylase, the pancreatic amylase and everything else for the other digestion. These are the ones putting it in the blood. You go back and check the pancreas. I talk about that in a very easy way. Okay, guys? My friend, you might say it's too complex. Remember, this is happening in each and every one of your body. You see how complex it is. This is not complex. You must see the biochemistry of all of them. But your body is doing all of this thing every day. Eh? Every day when you eat. And even when you don't eat, it's working to keep your body alive. When it doesn't work, that's when you feel tired, you feel lethargic, you don't feel like doing anything, you feel bad. Madam, I did biology, I got A in my A levels. It was a favorite subject. For some reason, I never became a doctor, that's all. That's all, I never became a doctor. I did chemistry, I did biology, I did physics and maths. So the bio students, we are the bio students. Then you got math students. They don't learn biology. So we had to learn. They have 2 maths. Okay? So they are geared to do engineering, we are geared to do medical field. But I became an engineer. It's okay. It's okay. Please remember this, huh? It is not complicated. This happens in every human body. It also happens in every mammal. Whether it's a goat, whether it's a cow, it's a chicken, it all happens the same way that we're talking about. They have the pancreas, they've got liver, they got stomach, they got small, they got everything. But they eat clean food. They don't take coffee. They don't take fizzy drink. They don't take Coca-Cola. They are fine. They don't fall sick. They eat the right food every day. Not like human beings. They don't eat fat. They don't need maple syrup. They don't need butter. They don't need margarine. They don't need jaggery. They don't eat any one of these things. They're healthy. So the body takes them very well. We are the people putting on the wrong things. Eating sea coconut, eating lychee. I want lychee juice. Put sugar and bring some more. Does the goat or cow eat any one of these things? They probably won't even go near. Yes or no, guys? So we are the one who need a lot of help. They are fine. They don't need to learn. They have been taught by nature and nature takes care of them. They're super duper fine. We are the people who need to do a lot of these things. Okay? Understand? You never became a doctor because doctor wanted you to introduce drugless cords removing therapy, which is much further 10 steps ahead of any doctor. Not 10 steps, many steps, man. Many steps. Yes, sir. During my time, it was not STPM. My time was not STPM, it was HSC, Higher School Certificate. Our papers were marked in the Cambridge University in London. So our certificate is a paper that says Cambridge University in collaboration with University Malaya. That is certificate. At the back it tells you you can take this certificate to any Commonwealth country for university entrance. That was the certificate we had, not STPM. STPM is Malaysian people marking, not UK. Okay, Mr. J. Yes, children like too much of sweets. Yes. They are all going to mess up the whole system, madam. Please understand this. Chocolate, sweets, and it's crazy. They call it jujube. Sambagavali. I love and I too got full mark during study nursing. Very good, madam. Very good. Avali, if you're done, doctor said you will be the surely. No. I'll be an agent for the pharmaceutical companies. And they won't allow me to do all of these things. Okay, guys? Yes, Mr. J. HSC, Higher School Certificate. Form 5 was MCE, Malaysian School Certificate. We had to sit for the paper and papers of marking. Is maize sugar produced half? We will come to all of these things, my friend. It's just the beginning of the class. Okay, right. Next. So this is what happens. High blood sugar. Okay, comes down. Glucose comes inside. Okay, stored in the muscle. Next, not enough. Go back, become fatty acid. Finally, blood sugar is stabilized. Too much of glucose stored as fatty acid. The glucagon stores or put full excess of glucose into and called fatty acid. Remember this. So you have too much of sugar, it's going to become fatty acids. And this fatty acid will join with another sugar molecule called glycerol and become triglycerides. It's not water soluble after that. Fatty acids are oil soluble. Glycerol is water soluble. When these guys meet together, that's it. Boom. They become unsoluble. And they go all over the body. They cannot even come out in the urine because no water soluble. So now they get stuck in all your arteries and the veins, and there they build up and plaque yourself. Remember I talked to you about triglyceride in the fat workshop, fat and oil? Go and read that. You have a good understanding how it happened. Today we find the cause of the sugar, excess sugar can join up with the triglycerides. 3 of them join together and become a triglyceride with the sugar molecule. That is also coming from fructose. Now when low sugar, what happens is the liver releases glucose in the form of glycogen to another enzyme happen, and whatever in the muscles, whatever it becomes glucose. Okay, that's why when people are running very sports at the end, they will fall down. They don't have enough energy and they do not take enough oxygen. They've got cramps in the leg because lactic acid is formed in the muscle during anaerobic breakdown of all of this glycogen to become energy, glucose. So the cells use them. So this is what happens. You become so tired, they'll fall down, they lose energy. They breathe in and breathe out and breathe out. They need a lot of oxygen. We call anaerobic respiration and aerobic respiration. Sorry, it's called anaerobic reaction. The cells need oxygen. They don't have. It comes into lactic acid. Another form called anaerobic reaction take over because you need the energy. You're pushing yourself unnecessarily. Why you want to do that for? Why you want to simply run? For what? To get a trophy? And put on the I was a runner. And mess up your whole system? For what? Go to different cycle. They got citric acid cycle. They got lactic acid. They got so many cycles down there. Okay? Now, this is what happens when there's too much of sugar. Pancreas start putting inside and they store in the liver and in the muscle. Okay? Now, when sugar is very high, this is what happens. Okay? Insulin is released from the beta cells. They release insulin from the beta cells and not the alpha cell. They will send down there, they go in the blood system and go to the liver and convert them all into glucagon. Okay? Like that. Glycogen. Okay? Right. Go inside and because I become glycogen. Sorry. The enzymes is called glucagon. The sugar is called glycogen. I am always confused with glycogen and glycogen. Sorry, yeah, it's glycogen. Okay? Go. And this one puts in the blood system. Now this blood detects there's too much sugar detected by the system of the brain. Now, hey, pancreas, come on, give out all the insulin. Give out. It's too much. We'll put them back and save them. Okay? Excess sugar is converted to glycogen. Glycogen, huh? Right. Next comes the pancreas. So insulin comes down here. The liver goes inside. All were taken up. They got that. When it's not enough, they become glycogenic. This enzyme called glycogenesis becomes glycogen and they store in the liver and in the muscles of the body. Okay, guys? Right. Now, there's not enough. For some reason, you did not eat the food. You do not have. But you're not in the point like you're not shivering. So you're okay. Because this system is still working. So now, immediately, the glycogen from the muscles and from the liver will convert into glucose and put it back in the blood. When sugar is low. Okay? They go back in the blood again. They go back in the blood. It's called the alpha cells. Alpha cells give out an enzyme called glucagon and change the glucose into this because you got glucagon there and they convert it back into the blood and put back the glucose. You need the glucose in the intrinsic section. And that is the time when people start to go hypothermia. They get shivering. They must put something inside. Like a sugar. Like quickly it must become a sugar. Because something is going wrong. These guys are not working. The system is not working. They cannot send. Because the pancreas says, I cannot send glucagon. Because I'm not working. This guy messed it up for so many years. Or there's too much of sugar. I can't work because my beta cells are not working. My alpha cells are not working. You've overused it. Because the pancreas can last you for 100 years. That's the life of a human being. Now we start putting all of these things. This guy is working and working and working. One fine day said, thank you very much, sir. I'm not working anymore. I cannot work. I used up. Like small children today, eating too much of sugar, eating too much of chocolate, fizzy drinks, Coca-Cola and all the colas and everything, Frosties, sugar-coated almonds, honey-coated cashew nut. Why you want to coat all of these things? Why can't you eat the normal cashew nut? Why you must coat with this and coat with that, honey-coated? It's all nice name to attract you to buy some more. That's all. It's nothing good for your body. So this is the problem. Eat 5 idli. Now somebody said, idli is the best food. One fellow is telling me that I was shocked when he said 5 idli. You can eat 5 idlis. Are you working like a farmer? Are you working like a farmer? Vada and idli. Sambar idli. Sambar vada. And then idli sambar. Idli vada. When I go to India for the first time, I was shocked when you early morning, Pongal, South India. Now the food is now in North India now. Easy to make, easy to cook. So all of them eat Udupi restaurant. Remember, when the sugar is low, alpha cells, protein enzyme called glucagon, going into the liver, converting all the sugar cells into glucose. That's what's happening. It happens like thing. When something goes wrong, they cannot do it. That's when you go hypothermia and hypothermia. Hyper and hypo. These are the words people use. You start shivering, you don't have. Because something is not right. You go and heal your pancreas. Don't overuse it. Start with children today. Even I have to be careful right now. Don't eat when you're not hungry. Eat when you're hungry, what you're supposed to eat. There's one fella putting up all these things. When you're hungry, eat whatever you want. I don't know, funny fellows. Big time, putting into YouTube and everybody following. Luckily they will speak Tamil only. If you speak English, go all over the world. Luckily he doesn't have good English command. Speak Tamil only. Come to Malaysia also. Hungry, eat whatever you want. Chew the food. Yes, you chew the food. You start doing all this work. Yes, it's good. But why put so much of food your body doesn't need? If you're a farmer, if you're a construction worker, you're a becha, you cycle the becha, you cycle. Yes, you can eat, they all burn away. But when not doing all of these things, how can you eat so much of food? People have to go and give them a tight slap. Hey, shut up, la. Don't talk nonsense. Eat whatever you want when you're hungry. When you're hungry, think what you should eat according to the activity you're doing the whole day or the next day. That's the most important thing. Okay, guys? Now, remember, when sugar is low, liver sends out the sugar. See? Glucagon. You see the word? It comes inside and go inside and go back into the liver. When the sugar is low. Okay? You start putting all of these things inside. Okay? Right. Next, liver converts other sugar. Now, I've got too much of fructose. Now, if I have got, see, it just flips. The enzymes from the maltose, it flips the OH one. That's all it does. It's 6 carbon, it flips it from this to here. And that's what it becomes. Can you imagine how our system works? How our system is so well designed to make such a thing. And the enzymes. So we need the enzymes, my friend. Don't even think of pancreas. Look at the enzymes that we produce by the small intestine, produced by the liver. All these guys are so important. Nobody talks much about the enzymes. Your temperature of the body must be stable, and most of your pH 7.3, 7.4 must be stable in order for this to happen. Don't mess up by taking all acidic food, spicy food, salty food. Don't mess it up. How does it benefit you by taking lime every day, lemon water? Oh, it's the most alkalizing. I don't know who the hell gives the idea. I think I'm the only fellow going around shouting about this. No monkey eats that. No squirrel eats that. It was so good, the nature would have finished it before you even can go near. Your green mango is that. No animal grows. Only human being pluck the green mango and warp it, put salt in it. Put salt in it. Something wrong, put ketchup in it. Because ketchup is salty. Eat. And then put a mango pickles. Put a lot of salt inside and put spicy in it. No monkey eat no mango. Not even a squirrel. They wait for it to become ripe and the birds will come and eat. Automatically. It's ready to eat. Like that. So it just flips. That's all. It becomes glucose. The maltose, which is stored in the liver. Now I need energy now because my sugar level is low in the blood. It just flips and becomes glucose. Okay? Now when there's too much of that, it becomes glucagon and goes and becomes glucagon. That's all. And some glucagons will become citric acid cycle, oxidation or phosphorylation, and the whole thing happen. Now this guy, look at this guy. This is your fructose. The fructose will become like this. Maltose, fructose. Fructose becomes alcohol. That's it. Alcohol family. Glucose. Oh, sorry. It becomes alcohol family. This one becomes glycerol and becomes all the aldehydes and partly alcohol, a different kind of alcohol, not alcohol, and you drink alcohol. It becomes the fermentation process in the body by the enzyme. Now, this is the guy who can join back with all the fatty acids and become fat. These guys will not join back. Okay, they become adipose fat but not triglyceride. This guy becomes triglycerides. Okay, guys? Understand? So like that, found naturally and added. Okay, starch, lactose, glucose, maltose. Okay, all this will become naturally. Natural sugar that we have can be starch or glucose or whatever coming from. Okay, now fructose. Now this guy is glucose, fructose, and corn syrup. All these are added to become like that. Processed food. They added sugar into. They add sugar inside the whole system so that you can like it more. It's like this lah. Let me tell you something. Let's say I give you a banana. You eat banana. How much can you eat? One banana? Okay. Two banana? No, enough. Two is enough. I give you banana chips. So much of banana chips. I put salt or put caramel. How much can you eat? You can keep on eating. You can keep on eating. The brain doesn't know what is it because it's processed food. Something that made it additive. The salt is additive and the sugar is additive. The oil can also be because it's fried. Same thing to popcorn. I'll give you one big corn and let a child eat. Eat a bit, no, enough. Eat a popcorn with caramel. They can finish the whole thing and take another one. Yes or no? Because how it's processed. Because something is added to it. Some kind of food enhancer or food analyzer or preservative, something to make you addicted to this kind of food. This one you cannot get addicted. You cannot get addicted. You cannot get addicted. You cannot get addicted to apple. You can get into rice. You cannot get it. But this one you can get addicted. You must get the sugar. Where's the milk? I need to drink the milk. You know, I need to drink you can't make you make a tomato juice and drink. You rather drink the tomato juice in a tank. Oh, I like this tomato juice. Drink. Because something is added there to make you feel you want some more and some more and some more of it. So now, natural food and food. How is sugar added? Natural food and then processed food. Okay. Now, how is sugar added? Number one, this is how you see. But sometimes they don't tell the truth. See, this one says total sugar 12 milligrams. Added sugar is 12 milligrams added. You know. So its carbohydrate is 22%. Total sugar. So it's coming from the added sugar. So 12 milligrams is added. It's added. But sometimes they don't tell you this. They don't tell you this, okay? Like for example, look at this. Corn. You know corn syrup? You know why they make corn syrup? Because corn is cheaper in America compared to sugar cane. It's easier to harvest and they get lots and lots of corn, so easier to make corn sugar. I will come to that, okay? And corn sugar, they will change the structure and make it super duper sweet. That's why they add corn sugar to a lot of drinks. Because fructose is sweeter than glucose. Fructose is sweeter. You can make a glass of glucose and taste it. It's not sweet. But you put fructose, it's super duper sweet. So everybody wants sweet things in the mouth. In a cake, in a biscuit, in a fizzy drink. So they add corn sugar in most corn syrup, in most of this fizzy drink, and it's so concentrated. It's so concentrated. It's like I need to add 15 kilos of sugar to make a drink, it's a big drink for the whole industry. I can just 1 kilo of this sweetener, of corn syrup, and I get the same sweetness. So why am I going to spend so much of money? Why so much of sugar? I just add this, corn sugar. Okay, like this. This is corn sugar. Can have up to 90% of fructose. Remember, this can have 90% of fructose. Can have. Some are 55%, some are 40%. The worst and the most concentrated of that is called 90% fructose. HCI, something like that. 90% fructose. So just add a little bit. That's it. And the fructose is going to go in your body. It's not going to become glucose. It's all going to become uric acid and all the fat and triglycerides. That's when you become obese. So Americans are big body because of this, all of this food, and they also eat a lot of meat. So a lot of corn and fructose is this what can go up to 90% of fructose. Okay, right. And high fructose corn syrup is added to most of the food. High fructose corn syrup is added to more of this. Easy to manage, good taste, cheaper, and add a little bit, you get the same sweetness. So why bother with all other stuff? Guys, understand, guys? What is this? How much of sugar you add to coffee? 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. The more the bitter, the more the sugar. Yes or no? Oh, too bitter, add some sugar, please. You don't tell them to pour half and add some hot water. You don't do that. Do you do that? No. You put more sugar. Sometimes can be a lot. Espresso and all, people put 1, 2, 3, and because it's so bitter. But of course, some say, no, I like it bitter. You like bitter, fine. There's one lady was telling me, oh, I like my coffee bitter. I say, you're so stupid. Even a small child won't drink a bitter coffee. You take the 3-year-old boy and give bitter. You throw it away. Why are you drinking bitter coffee for? Why? The plant make it bitter. No animal eat that. And you are so proud to say, I'm having bitter coffee. Something wrong with you? Something wrong in the brain? Something not right? So start thinking, my friend. The plant make it bitter. So don't eat me. But you're so proud to say, I have bitter coffee, black coffee. Something wrong, isn't it? Start thinking like. The more you start thinking, then maybe something will start working and you'll understand. Okay? Right. Next. Even tea. You add tea. You know, guys, in Indian tea, you got so much of sugar. Why? It's really, really strong concoction. They will put the leaves and boil and boil and boil and boil. I've taken a video once. I should play it one of these days. They were boiling 1 time, boiling 2 times, boiling 3 times. And they boil with water. No, they boil with milk. And milk is already sugar. And they put sugar and sugar and sugar. Ooh. My God. And they put this much they drink. They don't drink too much. They drink this much. But the amount of sugar inside is unbearable. Unimaginable. The guy who works very hard is fine. But the guy who's an IT guy sitting down and playing game. Oh, I had my coffee. I had my sugar. I had my tea. How much sugar you put inside? Where is it all going to go? You're not doing any physical work. Okay? Now, tea can also be bitter as well. And the more the bitter, the more sugar you put inside. These are all added sugar that you're putting inside the system. Look at this. Can someone tell me what is this? Come on. I'm open to the public, to all our guys now. Please tell me what is this? Can anyone tell me what is this? Let's see who's getting it right. Let's see. Let's see somebody getting this right. First one to get this right. Who is paying attention to the class? Yes, madam. Biggest scam. Healthy breakfast, cornflakes, frosties, all types of things. Yeah, it's American. Just marketing. They're very good at marketing, madam. Fructose sweetener than glucose. Yes, fructose is so much more sweeter. So much more sweeter. You can't even imagine. I will tell you why it's sweeter and where they use it. Come on, can you tell me what is this? I'm waiting for your answers. Can someone tell me what does this? Can someone tell me what is this? Corn syrup is banned because corn is not available locally here. And there's some countries ban corn syrup. It affects your local sugar market. So they banned it. They don't allow it to come. Or they put high taxes. Come on, guys. What is this? Can anyone tell me what is this? Jello? No. Sugar candy? No. Tutti Frutti? No. Turkish Delight. Sujay Krishnan. Turkish Delight. Somebody got it right. Sujay Krishnan. Turkish Delight. From Turkey. Look at this. It's like an excuse to eat sugar. No sugar, no candy, madam. It's Turkish delight. Finally, somebody got it. It's called Turkish delight. Jujubes? No, not jujubes. Turkish delight. Another one got it. Yes, Anjita Ko. Coconut candy? No, madam. No, madam. No. Okay. Look at this, my friend. It's called Turkish delight. Only found in Turkey. You want to know what the ingredients? Ingredient: 4 cups of granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of water, 2 teaspoons of lemon, 1/2 cup of cornstarch. That's it. You know what? 4.5 cup of granulated sugar. 1/4 cup of cornstarch. Cornstarch is sugar, fructose, and glucose. And you're putting all that together. What are you putting in your mouth? 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Turkish delight recipe. Everybody go back and buy Turkish delight. I think I still remember sometime they have Cadbury with Turkish delight inside. Turkish delight, the name Turkish delight. Wow, foreign name. It's nothing but sugar and carbohydrate. Soup is cornstarch, not even corn, cornstarch. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what you're putting to yourself by eating maybe 2 or 3 of these things? You probably don't have, you can skip dinner and also skip lunch. But can you do that? Look at this. I cannot forget this. It's an Asian thing. Malaysia we have. I'm not sure about other countries, but we have a lot in Malaysia. So once I was in some house in India. So the husband has gone somewhere. So he says he's buying the specialty of the city. You know, is anybody from the city? He's buying back. So he brought back, and he brought back this in India. This is nothing. This fruit by itself is not sweet. It's just a lot of water and a lot of mash. And they will cut it and soak in sugar. And they will dry it. This whole thing is full of sugar inside, dissolved inside, all over sugar. They look like this. And whoever invented this to say this is a super duper food, that is a delicacy, that everybody must follow and eat this, something is wrong. Something is really wrong, my friend. Something is really, really wrong with people. It's so sad. Look at this, coconut candy. Put sugar and coconut and put it together. Coconut itself is sugar and carbohydrate. And you put this sugar inside. Look, 3 cups of coconut and 1/2 cup of sugar. Not too bad. 1/2 cup of sugar. 1/2 cup of condensed milk. Condensed milk. Condensed milk is all sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Right. Now, peanut bitters. I go to India, they all give me, sir, very nice, sir. Hey, what are you eating? You're eating sugar. Why don't you give me the peanut? Don't fry the peanut. Just give me boiled peanut or steamed peanut. I'm very happy with that. No, they'll give me this. Peanut brittle. Low carb, sugar free. How they even find this? Maybe this thing, yes, but not these things. The peanut, yes, but not. How? I don't understand. How people can even say this? You see, 1 cup butter, 1 cup golden monk fruit sweetener. And a few more, I couldn't get it. See, why eat peanut like this? Somebody's out there to make everybody sick and make all the pancreas and the liver struggle and suffer. Look at this. Indian people, rasgulla. You know what is this? Floating in sugar water. Sugar syrup, like this. Just like this. This is lychee in sugar syrup. This is a milk product in sugar syrup. That's all it is. And they also can it. They also can this and take to America and things like that. Look, recipe. 1 liter milk, tablespoon lemon, but they never show up the sugar. 1.5 cup refined sugar, 1/2 cup plus 1/2 cup optional. You can add 1/2 cup or another 1/2 cup, making it about 1 3/4 cup. That's what they are. Look at this. What do you call this? We call this Gulab jamun. 1 cup milk powder, 5 tablespoons all flour, maida, and 1 ghee and all. But they don't talk about sugar, because the sugar is floating on the sugar. It's floating in sugar water, and people eat it in sugar. If you eat that, fine. And the best part is there are competition eating this. Some guy eat 50 to 40 or 50 gulab jamun they eat in each competition. Can you imagine? Now this is rice. The Chinese make this during the New Year. They put rice flakes and they put salt, they put sugar and mix with it. They put the sugar and they put the rice and they put on top and they do this and they cut sticks together because of the sugar. Right. Look at this. Tirupati laddu. They have no time to roll it round also. Just give flat. Too many flakes, too much demand. Just give like that. Look at all of these things. Laddus. Tirupati laddu recipe. 2.5 kg of jaggery. 2.5 kg of jaggery. Vellam. That means white sugar that is not processed. Okay. 1.4 liter water. 1.8 kg of gram flour. 500 ghee. Half cup dates. Roughly chopped. This is sugar. Can you imagine? 2.5 kg sugar. More than a gram flour. Can you imagine? This variable of the Tirupati laddu, the jaggery makes a difference in the color and the shape. That's all. Now this guy is called moti laddu. 1 cup besan chick flour, 3 cup flour. This is lesser, 3 1/4, but this smaller quantity. 1 cup flour, 3 1/4 of sugar. Can you imagine, my friend? Where is it all going to go to? Where? Liver, pancreas. How much of enzymes are required now? Are you not overusing your enzymes? Are you not overusing all your glucagon and also your insulin? Are you not overusing them? Apparently, you start eating food again. Now, cake. Look at all of this cake. Very nice, so fantastic. Again, half a cup of unsalted butter, half a cup, 1/4 cup, and 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. 1/2 cup of sugar, only half a cup of butter. 4 eggs. Can you imagine? 5 cups of all-purpose, 5 tablespoons baking powder, 2 cups whole milk, 4 cups of sugar. 4 cups. Can you imagine? All the sugar you put inside. All the while we have been teaching you how to make cake and also steam them with 0 sugar. Just baking powder, not even yeast. So you get the natural taste of whatever you put inside. The ragi and the whole wheat. That's all. Simple and easy, guys. Yes or no? Start making something. Now they're all in the fridge now. And I'm going to go and take out them. I'm going to start steaming them and eat them for dinner today. Muffins. 2 cup all-purpose flour, half a cup of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon. So this is not too bad. Just half a cup of sugar. 2 cups of flour and half a cup. So 30% of this is sugar. Right. This one, almost 4 cup sugar, 5 cup, almost 80% sugar. 80% sugar, this one. Okay. So remember, these are all the added sugar that we don't see with the eye. We just take him and say, oh, so nice, so fantastic, so good. Next, alva. Tiruttukada alva. Tirunelveli Tiruttukada alva. Alva. Half cup corn flour. 1 cup corn flour. 1 cup water. 1 cup sugar. Half a cup of water. For dissolving sugar. And 1 tablespoon of this. That's all. Corn flour and lots of sugar. 50% sugar in this one. This one. Corn flour. 1.5 cup sugar. So this half a cup of corn flour. This is even more fantastic. They got 1.5 cup of sugar. Ghee half cup. Dried fruit and whatever you want to put inside. Alva. Very famous alva in Tamil Nadu. Tiruttukada alva. I went out. They all said, so fantastic, you must go and eat, sir. So I went. I don't remember people follow me, but they all came. I said, throw it away, my friend. You all can eat this. I am not going to eat this. Neither am I going to allow somebody. Even the ant will not come near this fruit. So much of sugar. There's nothing but sugar. And people are eating. They're waiting for the shop to open. All Tamil Nadu people. Tirtikada halwa. I don't know what's so great about this. There's not even a cashew nut in there's not even a single cashew nut. You can it's like just pour like that. Just pouring like a stew. And they're all eating like that with their hands. So much of ghee. So much of sugar. What's going to happen to your pancreas? What's going to happen to your liver? Like, do you ever even think? Okay, the famous jalebi. You know, they cook it is fine. And they'll take this and put in sugar water and take it out and coat it with sugar. That's the worst part. By itself, it's just oil and flour. But they put the sugar flour and bring it out. You know, and when I went to some part of northern part of India, every morning, just one tea and breakfast. That's it. One jalebi for breakfast. Yes, it's fine if you're working very hard. You cannot work as a housewife or you're not doing so much work. You can't be eating all of these things. I went down to, we went for a class. The whole city was full of this. It was Republic Day. And everybody had this food everywhere. You could open up and you can find the sugar falling down. So bad. The sugar goes so deep inside. It's like hollow thing inside and full of sugar. And I bought some of it and I brought to the class and I took about 5 or 6 or 7 guys, or all from local guys, to do a spray. Everybody failed, not knowing what was inside. And I opened it. Whoa! Everybody shocked. They all were shocked to see that. They couldn't believe. And I put it by the side. And we have a lunch, came back, all finished. All of us had it. I said, what is wrong with you? I just showed it so bad, and they all had it. My husband loved it, alva. Give him some more, madam. Give him a lot of alva, madam. Give him a lot of alva. Thick cup of all-purpose flour, half cup corn flour, but they didn't put the sugar because sugar is on the outside. It's all coated. The shining is all sugar. Sugar. Look at all of these things, huh? Look. All of them have got so much added sugar. Most of them are all corn syrup. Concentrated corn syrup because they put a little bit and make the mass and it's sweet as good. Okay, corn syrup is the one that's going to go into your body and going to become fatty acids and going to make you obese. So please understand, huh? Fructose will end up with a lot of triglycerides and also uric acid, and also becomes a lot of fatty acids. Triglycerides, fatty acids, and uric acid. So please think before you put so much of sweet fruit in your body. You can eat fruits as you require, but not too much. All of these things are going to increase the triglycerides in your body. Okay, remember this, huh? Right. Good. Is brown sugar better than white sugar or type 2 diabetic? Brown sugar, white sugar. They're both sugar. The brown sugar will have got other things, but still the sugar is still there. It's still fructose. Fructose and glucose plus a lot of other things like potassium and things like that. Okay, that's all. This is processed to become white. Nothing has changed. Now, if I take a lemonade, 2 lemonade, and I put white sugar and I put brown sugar, what tells me how much? You taste it. Some more sugar. The same amount of sugar is required. The same amount of sugar is required to get the same sugar taste. That's all. This is I've got more minerals. That's all. Potassium and iron. But they are not contributing to the sweetness. That's all, my friend. This is more good, but still the same amount of sucrose, 50% glucose and 50% fructose is still going the whole system. The liver and the pancreas and the bloodstream must do the same work. That's all, nothing else. Raw sugar is still the same. You don't, I'm using raw sugar. It's still sugar because you want the same taste. As long as you put half of it and a lot of this, then it's fine. I'm taking half of my brown sugar. That's all. But same thing, you do the same thing half here also. Both are the same glucose and fructose. No change. You can't change the chemical composition of this. Okay? Right. Now look at all of these things. This is the jujube. This is not Turkish delight. It's not. It's some of the Arabic ram or gum or something like that. It's not Turkish delight. Right. Now look, every child go gaga over this. Every child will go gaga. Look at the kind of colors they use to attract your eyes, like a watermelon, like a lemon, like all of these things. Cries, oh, come, bye. And they suck in the mouth, suck in the mouth, suck in the mouth. You know, could all be corn syrup full of fructose because it's not easy to make them with sugar. Sugar is very expensive. Corn syrup is cheaper. That's why it's so much available. Corn syrup is available so much. It's cheaper. Okay, guys? Right. Now, coming to enzymes and hormones. It's all very important in the control of your blood sugar. Remember this, my friend? This all must work. If they don't work, you cannot do this work. Enzymes are very, very important. So enzymes play a very important role in the blood sugar. Okay? Because with digestion system, mouth, liver and sugar, it starts in the pituitary gland, in the hypothalamus and etc. So these are all very important. So the body's environment is very, very important for these enzymes to work. And you must have the right vitamins, you must have the right minerals for the body to make this enzyme. If they don't have, they cannot make. So your body must have the right vitamins and minerals for them to manufacture this enzyme. These enzymes are made by the body and certain cells in the body. The amylase is made from our salivary glands, the cells there. And then come your other amino acids coming from the stomach, coming from the pancreas, coming from the small intestine and many, many things. So they have to make this thing, guys. They have to make. Right. Now some of the enzymes are amylase in the stomach, the mouth, pancreatic amylase to make glucose, lactase to convert glucose and galactose into glucose, sucrase to convert all of these things, and maltase to convert maltose into glucose, fructose enzymes convert excess into glucose, uric acid and fatty acid. I'm going to throw them away. So there's another big enzyme totally doing this whole work. Unimaginable, my friend. We are just touching the surface. We are not going deep inside. If you go deep inside, then you must do biochemistry. To understand all of this, they go by chain and so many chains they go. You don't want to go to the extent. So as long as you take care of your body, don't stress yourself for unnecessary stupid things. I, why, when, you, if. All this will mess all of these guys up. Then you don't have appetite. The food you eat doesn't get digested. You feel like vomiting out. The body doesn't allow to go inside. Too much of acid in the body. So all the why and the when and the if and when and why. And these are the questions that create all this emotion in your body. If you're a first timer, go and check. Go and learn about why and when and things like that. Go on and watch all the things and put on YouTube so you have a better idea of how you can manage and understand your stress level and all the emotions that you're going through every day. Okay, guys? Hormones are also very important. Two very important for the blood sugar is insulin and glucagon. All coming from the cells of the pancreas. Beta cells, alpha cells. Glucagon convert the sugar to glucagon. Okay, so this one will change a lot of work and they are part. And also hormones in the liver. Hormones from the pituitary gland, hormones from the hypothalamus and thyroid and everything else. They all work in a big way we do not know. The thyroid gland must work. Your adrenal gland must work for metabolism of the cells. Then they can use the sugar. You say, I'm insulin resistant. The sugar doesn't want to accept because maybe other hormones are not coming to do its work. So you start healing all of this guy. Okay, guys? Now, are these the alternative sugar? Are these the alternative sugar? Look, all of these guys. Look at the color. Blue, pink, yellow, green. Why are the colors like this? Made by different companies and also they've got different things inside. They're not the same. It's different. They can say they're 0 calories. They get the same sweetening. But they go damage some part of your organ. Because everybody is so conscious of what goes inside. It must be sweet. The orange I buy must be sweet. The watermelon must be sweet. Everything must be sweet. No sweet, don't buy it. What are you putting inside? Fructose. Glucose, you cannot feel it. You cannot feel the glucose. You can buy glucose and mix it. You won't feel the sugar at all because glucose is not sweet. Fructose is sweet. So they put a lot of fructose inside. Sometimes they add chlorine to the fructose and becomes 200 times sweeter than sugar. That's why you put a little bit. Wow, fine. It's chemical sugar where they synthesize the corn. Corn is derived in big amount and they synthesize it with some chemical process, converting, they put something inside and convert it and make them much more stronger fructose. 90% fructose, 55% fructose, 45% fructose, corn. So it's much more sweeter from 30 times to 200 times more sweeter. Imagine they add in all the ice creams and sugar. They can save a lot of money than buying sugar. It's an industrial thing. Your mother make cake with sugar. Now when you go on, you should put real sugar. Now when you buy the cake that's from the outside and big factories making them all frozen, they could have a lot of these kind of things inside. Because they want to save money. They are competing with other people. They can't buy sugar and put 4 cups of sugar and make them. I just put 1/3 of this and I get the same sweetness. Because people are only interested in putting sweet things in the mouth. It must be sweet. Oh, sweet is very sweet, very nice. This mango is very sweet. Oh, let's go and find that mango is so sweet, but not sweet, don't buy. But what are you doing to yourself? That's why strawberries are sweet. They are much more expensive than the normal guys. You know, I went to a vineyard in Australia, in Adelaide. Adelaide is like Mediterranean, no? I just took the Merlot grapes. My God, it's so super duper sweet. The Merlot grapes, the one they use for the red wine. It was so sweet. Even the small ones were sweet. I said, why? This is the one we used to make wine. Because we want the sugar in this grapes to become alcohol in the fermentation process. That's all. The normal grapes you buy from the shop is not so sweet. They cannot make wine with that. They're not made for wine. They don't sell wine grapes outside. They're all just normal grapes for people to eat. The big industry, those are all super duper sweet. Even the one is small, is still sweet. I was so shocked. I said, what, sir? Yeah, they are Merlot grapes. They are made for wine. They don't sell them. Try to find Merlot grapes and buy them and see how sweet they are. They don't have to get ripe to get sweet. They are sweet as they were grown. So all of these things, huh? Now, the color. Blue is amphetamine. Blue. Pink is saccharin. Saccharin. Yellow is sucralose. Green is stevia. You see how they color them. And each one comes from one company and they control the name. This is equal, is somebody else and somebody else. There are companies that patent them and people cannot copy them. Stevia you can plant. You know, so these are all different kind of sugar that's coming inside. When this guy came, this guy lost money. Equal is always in the color of blue. The pink color one is the pink color one. This guy is pink. This guy is pink. Sweet and low. It's the company. Splenda is another company. So they all make, they say stevia coming from strawberry. You know, so people think, oh, strawberry, it's good. And they put all of this thing and making people make you buy. You know, so that can they be where can it 300 times sweeter than cane sugar? So they put all the sweetness inside to kill you, but you're putting fructose, and the fructose is the one that's going to your body and going to make you obese. They're all going to become fat and uric acid and they got joint pain. So when people call me and ask me, I say stop eating sugar for uric acid problem. Stop eating sugar. Why? Because that's the fructose that become thing. The wine is sugar, and wine will become fructose and things like that in the whole body. They'll all become uric acid. So please understand, the body wants to get rid of fructose, and you're putting a lot of fructose inside. Yes, it's good, but not so the way we eat the fruits and all. Now look at this. 0 sugar, 0 calories. Yes, these guys have got no calories. No calories. You can see 0 calorie. But now, does your liver like it? Does your liver like it? Does your pancreas? It's going to go inside. The fructose is going to go inside. Now look at all this. Added sugar, where it comes from? You put all kind of sugars, added sugar inside. Okay, 5 teaspoons of sugar. Among all of the Coca-Cola, it's got 9 teaspoons of sugar. Hane's got 5 teaspoons, and Orange got 4 teaspoons. In that thing, they got 9 tablespoons of sugar inside. The regular Coca-Cola, okay? Right. Corn syrup are very sweet and can have as much as 90% fructose. You don't find very much in Asia. You don't find them very much because maybe the government bans them. It's like a trade protection for all the sugarcane industry here. Don't bring corn because we don't grow corn in a huge industry like the USA and the Europe. In USA, it's huge. Corn is a huge industry. Huge, huge, huge. They make feed, corn feed, and the corn feed is coming to our chicken feed and all. Cargill and all, they make all out of this corn feed, corn. So we are protected. Like how they protect palm oil from going down there, we protect all the corn oil to come inside. We protect soybean oil to come inside. So we have a lot of palm oil. So like that, they said, no, palm oil is not bad. No, in fact, in Europe, they made a big statement that you must advertise saying that palm oil is this. So you cannot get palm oil into the country. So people don't want to use palm oil. So they save the industry. They want olive oil to come. Because olive oil is this much. Palm oil is huge. And every week got one fruit. And the plants can live for 30 years. So lots of harvesting happening in palm. Every week they plant. So in winter, you don't have got olive fruits. You know, they don't flower, it's only spring. So a lot of things are affecting the business when palm oil goes there. So they put lots of things and stop palm oil. Of course, palm oil got 50% saturated fat and 50% unsaturated fat. Olive oil has got very small saturated fat. That's the reason why. Okay? Right. Tropicana Slim. Very famous in Malaysia. In Indonesia also. They put a corn flour. They put a flour. What is God coming from the corn? It's 90% fructose. Little bit enough. One thing can have maybe 4 or 5 sugars, that's it. Super sweet. You're just putting fructose. So what's going to happen to the fructose? What's going to happen to the fructose, my friend? Corn sugar can be high fructose. Sweetener. Very nice name. Put a picture of a thing. Very nice. You know, when I go to Indonesia, all the diabetic people eat this. And a lot of people have got sugar issues in Indonesia. Because every morning, teh manis. Teh manis, teh manis, teh manis. Oh my God. One day I went to a mill. So the lady brought the tea for her. I couldn't put in the mouth. I said, what is this? Teh manis, pa. I said, what? It is syrup. It is like a syrup. It's not tea. I said, this sugar can make 10 teas. That's the kind of tea they eat. And I was so shocked. And I went to another place. They brought content. They make coffee. And I didn't do coffee. The guy went. The coffee had this much of condensed milk, this much of tea, and this much of in a cup. I said, oh my God, what is this? And they mix and drink. I said, very soon you guys are all going to have sugar problem. And fair enough, many people have got sugar issues in Indonesia. Those days, sugar was cheap energy for the farmers. But today, there are not many farmers. Everybody follows the same style. Every morning, they must have teh manis. Teh manis means sweetened tea. They don't put milk. They put sweetened tea. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Right. So imagine by all these things all very nice. Tropicana Slim. Make you slim. I don't know. I really do not. All the chewing gum. You can put a chewing gum on chew. It's sweet and sweet and sweet. You think something with sugar? All artificial sweeteners. So imagine how much harm you're doing. They put 4 or 5 chewing gums every day. One chewing gum, and another one. This is good for your jaw. It acts as a jaw. You see, when they want to sell something, whatever they can say to keep your mind active, how much sugar you're putting inside, all are artificial sugar. They are not real sugar. You can say whatever you want, my friend. It's not. And all the flavoring. Flavoring with banana, flavoring with this and that, you know. Sugar-free gum. Sugar-free gum. Wow. What's inside? Sweeteners. This one. Or this one's. Artificial sugar can affect your liver, your kidneys, and your brain cell. It can affect all of these things. Remember this, the long run, all of these guys are going to take the hand now. See, yeah, I can't take this anymore. Not now, not immediately. 20 years from now, 15 years from now, 10 years from now, all these things will start to happen. Not immediately. Okay? Now, glycemic index and load. These are things I just want to tell you because you hear this word, some of the, what is glycemic index? What is this load? People say a lot of things. Oh, they say, no, our food has got low glycemic index. You know? They sell this like that. Even the sugar, they sell it. Low glycemic index. Is it real? Who tested it? How defined? Is it a marketing gimmick? Because people are now talking about glycemic index, even for rice. Low glycemic index rice. Like that. And glycemic load. They don't know about load. They talk about index. They don't know about load. They talk about index. Okay? So now, glycemic index is index given from 0 to 100. 0 to 100. Okay? Next. 100 being for pure glucose. Pure glucose is 100. That's a standard. Water is 7. Water is pH of 7. It's like a standard. Water is pH of 7. If it's hydrogen and the OH ion are balanced. When you put something inside, it goes up or down. So you're comparing it with water. It's like 100 degrees C followed by the French centigrade. 100 degrees C is the temperature of water. They make it standard. They put mercury, it goes up. Okay, when mercury goes whatever, 100 degrees C. When it goes down to 0, is 0. Okay, when ice, they put 0. So the mercury goes up to 100 degrees C and comes 0. This one is 0 degrees C. It's like a standard. So in the glycemic index, 100% is for pure glucose. Understand, guys? Okay, now let's come to the next stage. Okay, now the index is for evaluating how fast the glucose is absorbed in the blood within 2 hours of consuming the food. That is the index. When I eat the food, in 2 hours, how much the glucose go up? That is the index. How many percent, how fast it goes up. That's all. Okay, not the load. How fast it gets it. So if I take glucose, immediately 100%. Boom. All goes inside. That's how, remember this. How fast the glucose gets absorbed into the blood within 2 hours of consuming the food is called the glycemic index. That's all. Now, high is above 70, rapid increase of blood sugar level. Okay? Medium, 56 to 59, moderate increase of blood sugar level. Low, GI, less than 55, slow increase of blood sugar. Same thing here. Okay? Same thing here. It's all like they say, this food gets immediately. This one takes some time. This one take 2 hours or 3 hours before it. Right. Now, glycemic index diet can be also vegetables. It can be fruits. This is low. That is high. Fruits have got readily sugar to be absorbed. Fruits all have got high, depending on the fruit. Again, not all fruits. When you put it in the mouth, it's sweetening very fast. It's going to it's not so sweet, it's become less. Okay, right. Now, this is glycemic index. It's not very clear. I'm going to come down here. It says broccoli 3, black beans 4, grapes 9, banana 12, corn 12, sweet potato 17, whole meal bread 20, besan rice, brown rice 23, white rice 33. This is the glycemic index of these little things. Okay. Now, come back to here now. See, grapes is 53. Very fast because sugar is fructose and glucose. Remember, the glycemic index does not measure the fructose. It measures only the glucose. It doesn't measure the fructose. It measures the glucose. Remember, that is the problem now. Okay. Now, strawberry 41, plums 40, orange 40, apples, cherries 20. So it depends on what you eat, how fast they get absorbed into your body. Like, still okay. Now, here again, a lot of things. You can go and check in the internet. It's all, I took it from the internet. Go and check the internet. Dates are the highest. Dates are the highest. So please be careful when you put too much dates in your body. No one tells you dates are very nice or fantastic or lots of iron. They tell you all kind of things. but they don't tell you it's full of fructose. This glycemic index only measure the glucose, not the fructose. So when you put corn sugar inside, it's low glycemic index because corn sugar is fructose. If you put all this, all the sweeteners, it's all fructose. You're never going to see anything go up, but all the fructose are going to go inside and cause so much other problems in your body. Like this, lots and lots. Okay, sugar is 65, raisin 64, brown, pumpkin, corn chips is 72. Got a lot of drinks, pumpkin. See, pumpkin is very high. Rice is 59, and pretzels is 83. These are all very high. This is all getting higher. This is getting lower. So please remember 65, because another 55%, 50% is fructose. It's not glucose, but fructose is also going inside. They don't measure the fructose. They only measure the glycemic index of the glucose. Pineapple, wheat, honey is 55, soybean is 18, apple 39, wheat cereals. So you have to decide and see what you want to eat. It's very, very important to understand that. Okay? Now, glycemic load. Now, glycemic load is a number to indicate how much of food will raise person's blood glucose. How much of food will raise the blood. That's all. Okay? Then 1 unit of glycemic record if eating is 1 gram of glucose. 1 glycemic unit is 1 gram of glucose. Okay? How they do it? They do a calculation to check it out like this. Okay? They divide. Become more clearer like this. They divide. I have it here. Like this. Okay? Glycemic index times gram of carbohydrate eaten divided by 100. So apple is 4.95. Don't listen to all of this. They just trying to find a way to make you feel comfortable. I can apple is low. This, no. But they don't not talk about the fructose. None of them talk about the fructose that this all has. Because so much of fructose in all of these things. Apple fructose and all the grapes got so much of fructose. They don't talk about the fructose. Just the glucose only. Glycemic index, example for carrot. The low glycemic index carrot, they put in 2.4, but carrot got a lot of sugar. See, GI is the carbohydrate serving the food, multiplying the food. GI, glycemic load is calculated by the multiplying the glycemic divided by 100. 12 cups of serving a carrot, which has 8 grams of carbohydrate, has glycemic index of 8 and only 10.48. Say, it's fine. It's fine. So don't get cheated by all of these things. It's not important. Most important is eat exactly what your body needs for the work that you're doing. Don't eat because you like to eat, not because somebody's giving you free food or whatever. Right. Now, glycemic index versus glycemic load. Diabetic. I don't even have time to carry on. A lot more. A lot more, guys. Because this one I want to spend more time explaining about diabetes. Okay? So we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, guys? It's been 2.5 hours now. If I do this now, it'll be at least about another 1 hour. And the best part is we have not added all our testimonials and questions. So tomorrow we will add this with the questions and we'll answer. Okay, guys? So at least you all have a good idea of what happens to the sugar in the form of lactose, maltose, sucrose coming to our body from different sources of food that we eat, and how they enter the body, how the insulin and the glucagon will have to manage when the blood level sugar goes high and down, and what are the organs involved. And tomorrow we'll talk about type 1 and type 2, and also pregnancy glucose level, pregnant diabetic, and how we can help pregnant ladies to understand this. Okay, so please give me some more time tomorrow, please, and we'll add all our, in fact, it's finished now. It's finished, but we have no time to finish it. It's only about 10:25 now. We still have to remove the dark energy, and hopefully tomorrow we'll put all of the testimonials and how people have healed themselves, how it's become better, and how you can also heal yourself. Okay. Now pancreas is very important. Tomorrow we'll sit down and do the practicals on how to heal the pancreas. Please have your one available tomorrow, and also heal all the other organs, so that we'll also heal all the enzymes, the cell that producing the enzymes, how to heal them. It's very important. Enzymes are very important. Please manage to understand about the body's environment, about acidity, and also all the toxic in the body can damage all of the enzymes, and they are not able to produce and work according to what your body needs. It's only a small portion of enzymes that I'm talking about, and much more. If you go and talk about that, then you're doing biochemistry, which is not important for us. We just want to know how to heal our sugar in the blood. Number 2, what not to eat, or how much to eat in order for us to understand what is going on in our body. Okay, guys? Okay? I hope I did not confuse you guys. I hope I did not confuse you guys more than what you have to be confused. It's okay, don't worry. It's only part 1. We'll do part 2. The part 2 is more important. In fact, we talk about what food to eat, what food not to eat also in part 2. And how much of food to eat for one person. Only by doing all of these things, my friend, I can go and talk about food class. What to eat, what not to eat. Next, I got to talk about protein. I don't know if we have time or not. And I've really set my time. Sunday will be the last day. Seriously, no more pushing. Seriously, no more pushing. Okay, please understand. Okay, I got to concentrate on my work. Times are very difficult for everybody. So I got to concentrate on my work. So I had no time now. I got to travel around. If there was flights, I will be going around. But there's no flights around. I got to go to Indonesia, set some work. So please understand, all of you guys. So thank you very much for all of you guys for joining us today. I'm not doing black magic today. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow and do black magic tomorrow. So thank you very much. So please, I'll meet you all tomorrow at 8 o'clock Malaysian time on part 2 of sugar in the blood. Thank you, all of you. Okay, there's no need for any blessing today. Everything is fine. No souls have come also. We've done a lot of blessing for the past so many days, you know. Can I imagine? Cancer class for ladies, madam. Yes, madam. To start with cancer class, madam, I got to finish the food first. Food is very important for cancer, madam. Very important. Some food are rejecting. Some enzymes are not working. So that the cells are getting stronger. Your body becomes so toxic with all the wrong food. Toxicity encourages cancer to form. So please understand, many of us are eating really unrealistic food. Too much of sugar, too much of coloring, too much of animal fat in the form of ghee. Even you're a vegetarian, madam, you end up eating too much of sugar. Too much. Indian people must change. I think some of the cities in India is called a diabetic center. You know, someone told me Coimbatore is actually the diabetic center of South India. So they told me. A lot of people are spending, there's no cure for type 1. You just have to put insulin. So we'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay, so please give it some time. We'll go on part 2 of all of this thing. Okay, right? So thank you very much. Thank you. See you guys tomorrow. Lots of kisses for all of you guys. Thank you very much. Okay, blessing done to your brother's birthday. Done. Come on, guys. You have done so much of blessings. Fine. Everybody's fine now. Don't worry. The most important thing is learn. Learn about the food. The sugar is a big thing in this country, in all Asian countries, worse in America. Everything I put in the mouth is so sweet. If you go tomorrow and start for 2 weeks, 0 sugar. You cannot eat any food outside. I'm not joking. When I come to India, the class, they serve me with all of these peanuts with lots of sugar. I said, why are you giving this to me? How can you eat this? And some people are pre-diabetes, still eating the same thing. Where's your discipline? Huh? Do you have too much of sugar entities in your country? Or just all the sugar guys are putting so much entities for the business of sugar? Give everyone homework, huh? Yes, thank you to all the translators. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You see, now I'm hungry. Okay, now what should I go and eat? I'm going to go now. I'm taking out the cake that I made, just without any sugar, just ragi flour and mix it with wheat flour, and that's how I'm going to eat. And I'm going to get plain water. That's all. Now, of course, I can also take some tea and put sugar in tea and coffee. I can also do the same thing. But how much harm do I do to myself? So this is what you got to do. Okay, guys? So when you're hungry, eat the right food. Low calorie, low sugar, low fructose. That will save your body from doing a lot of harm to your liver and your pancreas. You guys? Thank you very much. So that is Irutukade. No, madam. No, Irutukade, madam. What's the name I use? What alwa? What name did I use for that alwa? Madam, that alwa in that place is killing all the Indians in Tamil Nadu. They go and buy in lumps and take back. It's nothing but sugar, cornstarch, and lot of ghee. I'm guess you, if you can eat it every day, I think you'll fall sick and you die very fast. Common Aguilera, take the one and heal the lungs. Okay? You're recovering. Let me heal the lungs. I just heal the lungs, but you continue to heal lungs, okay? Yes, there are a lot of healing requests. Yes, I understand. But you must understand, I have time. I don't have time to reply everybody. What fruits to eat? You can eat guava. Guava, I found, has got very low carbohydrate. Guava. They're not so sweet. Lots of water there, you can eat. Don't eat dates. Dates are super duper fructose. You can eat one day, it's fine. No bed yoga tomorrow. Okay la. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock Malaysian time or 10 o'clock Malaysian time, bed yoga. Okay? Tomorrow, please write down 10 o'clock. Hey, I call Tirttukada Alva. You can call Irtukada, I call Tirttukada Alva. Cheating everybody. You call Irtukada, madam, I call Tirttukada. Cheating everybody. With nothing but flour, sugar, and ghee. Whatever ghee they put there. Okay lah. Let's do the blessings lah. Since everybody asked, let's finish a proper blessing lah. Okay, all of you please sit down. Put the one in front of you. All newcomers, put page number 7. Close your eyes. See, now all the souls come. I say blessing, all the souls come. You difficult. Close your eyes, guys. Put the one in front of you. Say, Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to my higher soul, to my spiritual guide, to all my spiritual guide, I humbly ask for forgiveness for all my wrongdoings committed knowingly or unknowingly in my past life and present life, to whomever I have done wrong. Please forgive me. Okay? So now start again. Say, please forgive me, my family, my work, my office, my company, and my country, if knowingly or unknowingly you have hurt anyone in this lifetime or lifetime before this. Keep on doing that now. Keep on doing now. Think of your house. Some people have come today. Please think of any land or any house that you have not occupied, that you cannot sell or you cannot go inside because something is occupying the land or the house. Please think of this place now. Think of any person who's troubling you and not being cooperative, causing a lot of hardship in your work, in your family, or somebody outside. Think of the person, and deep inside you, you say, please forgive me if I've knowingly or unknowingly hurt you. Think of the person and say, please forgive me if I've knowingly or unknowingly hurt you in any way. I ask for forgiveness humbly. Keep on thinking of the person now. Your ex-husband, your ex-wife, or a difficult person. Think of them. Think of your country. Think of a city that's got a lot of coronavirus until now. Think of the city now. All of you, think of your city. It's got a lot of coronavirus. Think of it now. All of you put your hand outside like this, please. Put your hands out in the receiving position. All of you say, God, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay guys, thank you very much. Thank you everybody. Uma, Deepa, Mati, please bless my grandson who is diagnosed autism. Ask the mother and the father to read affirmation and show the boy and start healing him, okay? Mailing, if you have thought of somebody, we would have done the blessing. As I told you, think of that person and we will do the thing, okay? So I told you that, please don't ask the question again. If you have thought of it, you have done the blessing, huh? It's okay, Mishra, you're going to bed, never mind. All those who are available tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Yes, okay, you can join bed yoga tomorrow. No dancing, just yoga only. Huh? Dancing, dancing, dancing. When my leg become better, I will dance. My leg is not better yet. I can walk, I can do, but I cannot dance. I don't want to aggravate it better, okay? Madam, you don't have to stay awake for yoga and go and sleep. Okay guys, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye.